I'm still long. Let me get that chart over here. I'm still long this gold trade right here. I mean, I've had my stop underneath this candle. Look at how many times they've come down and almost hit my candle. I mean, Jesus. I'm trying to go for a big one here. Come on, gold. There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on, gold. Go. Come on, gold. Now I got to watch out for this line and this pivot right here.
Mark Cop.
This line and this pivot right here. Come on. I got to protect that. Seeing if I can take this to the red line. But I'm going to protect. I mean, I'm up quite a bit here. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, man. Fucking Fridays. People quit calling me and texting me. I'm trying to make real money. Oh, my God. No. Jesus. What the hell? I don't even see a reason that it rotated there. Come on. Come on, 9. Hold. 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 There you go. Come on. Let's hold. We got to hold. Come on, 9. Hold. Come on. God dang it. Come on, 9. Hold. Yeah, you cleaned out some stops. Now let's go. Now let's go. Let's go. Oh, you freaking piece of shit. Come on. Through the top. Come on, break that pivot right there. Go, 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 go. All right. Yeah, I'm going to put my stop there now. Come on. See, they came back and cleaned out a bunch of stops. That should be a good sign. Come on. Damn it. The hell. Come on. This is just, come on, gold. Honestly. Pattern-wise, you should be back up to minimum here. All right, here we go. Come on. What the hell? Come on, gold. The hell? I think the buyers were losing the battle, man. Fuck. Oh, shit. Fucking damn it. You piece of shit. Are you going to cycle up now? You probably are. Frustrating. Oh my God, so frustrating. Yeah, there's a battle. The battle is at the $4,000 mark. The bad part was between where I'm going and where I was trying to go is the $4,000 level. And that's where the battle is at the freaking $4,000 price. You know, if that damn price, if that $4,000 level wasn't there, it would, there's no doubt in my mind, it'd have gone right to my target. Just, it's that psychological number, $4,000. So you got the sellers and you got the buyers. And we've gone down below. See, we blew through 4,000 right here. Here's 4,000. Right there. There's 4,000. So we blew through it, came down and retested it. And so the battle is right here. And I got stuck in the middle of the freaking battle. God dang it. Fuck. I'm having a really good day because I caught a short in gold earlier today. I'm up $825. This would have made my whole week right here. That if that would have rotated to here. I knew the $4,000 level was there. I just fuck. But yeah, I'm up $800. I hit a short in gold earlier in the pre-market with one contract, and I drove that thing down for like 70 some ticks. Jim would have been proud of me. Jim would have been proud of me. Oh my God, freaking gold. That whole setup had to happen at the $4,000 level. Ah, fuck. Shit. I mean, we're talking that rotation I was trying to get, man. We're talking about another, God, I don't want to talk about it. Forget it. I'm just frustrated. I'm talking hundreds of dollars. Should have happened. We never even got to the gold line. I mean, that 4,000 level was just freaking selling. Damn it. Shit. All right. Let me take a chill pill. Oh my God. That was going to be it right there. That trade was going to be it. That was going to be it. God dang it. I don't know if you guys saw, but part of the reason, I'm going to show you this too. Part of the reason I really stuck with, let me just show you guys this. Given this thing room when it was battling right here, these couple candles, is because we had an inside candle to this candle, and then this was an inside candle to this candle, and then it broke it through the bottom. My favorite pattern. It broke through the bottom of the inside candle to the left with the intent of the market being long, and then it went through the top. So I'm like, okay, the buyers have control, which they did. There was a battle all through here, but the buyers had control, at least to the $4,000 level. So that's why I gave the thing some room while it was fighting, like it was battling, with this candle and this candle and even this candle. Fuck. Damn it. Everything happened exactly the way I wanted it. Everything. 2 inside candles in a row, can't ask for anything better. Push down below the inside candle and then out the top. You cannot ask for a better setup than that. I mean, you can't write one down on a piece of paper better setup than that. Damn it. But that damn $4,000 price level was right there. Was right there in my face, punching me in. You can see they bend. Look at, watch. Okay. See the couple times they bounced off of it in the pre-market. I mean, that's and bounced off it here, bounced off it here. That $4,000 level is a psychological level. I knew that, but I was like, come on, man, we're going to get through. We're going to get through. God dang it. Yeah, I'll show you the earlier trade. God dang it. All right. Well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I still made money. My language control. Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah. Well, the most important part about that is that I'm Irish. That's a lot of language control when you're Irish and things are going back and forth on you. Oh man, Jesus. I mean, it's doing it. It's ultimately gonna go there, but I can't stomach the whole process of it trying to battle its way back through that 4,000 level. Damn it. Yeah, I know, Jim. I'm still freaking frustrated. So I'm still frustrated, Jim. I know. Well, I'll tell you the time, lunatic. I think the entry, would you quit calling me? I think the entry was a short at 724. If you go back and look. Yeah, Jim, I had that long there going back to this level, off the prior day close after 2 inside candles in a row, a break to the bottom through the inside candles and then slammed right out the top. My favorite setup, of course. But we got hung up at the $4,000 level. You can see the $4,000 level here. It kept battling itself down. And so I just got shook out. I am up $825 though, Jim. I took a short earlier today. Off the red line in gold, and you'd have been proud of me, man. I held it for like 74 ticks. I think it was 74. $740, one contract. You'd have been proud of me, Jim. Oh, good for you, William. Will, good job. I'm gonna delete somebody that keeps. We got spammers. I love having this thing. We keep having, you come out here and you try to do a live and talk to people, and help them out, and you still get freaking spammers. God dang it. All right, give me a minute to think here. Because I need to calm down. I need to calm down so I don't do something stupid, take a bad trade or something. Now look at what they came in. They came and sat on top of the $4,000 level now. So the question is, are they gonna? They broke this pivot. That's the one Jim was talking about. They've sat on top of the $4,000 level. So are they gonna roll themselves back up or not? I don't know. I'm going to be a potential participant in gold if we can get back through this red line and then sit on top of it. So that's what we're starting to do right now. I'm sure Jim's already in it, but I'm looking for it to roll over, sit on top of that red line. Yeah, I knew you were already in it, Jim. I knew you were already in it. So I'm going to see if we can get back up over that red line, sit on top of it, and go long. Oh, sorry, Richard. Yeah, it's just something it's something I'm testing to see if it can help us, all of us, for me to figure out how to use it in 5-minute red line trades going forward. So I have it on my chart to kind of just see how it works versus what the patterns are, and if I can figure out how to turn it into an adaptable trading strategy to what we already do, then I'll make it available to all you guys. It's a free indicator, but it's not in Ninja. I had to import it, but it's a 5-minute candle, and it keeps the time of the 5-minute candle and everything over here. Tells you the high and low of that current 5-minute candle, that kind of stuff. All right, Jesus. No problem, Richard. Yeah, I mean, and again, if I can figure out how to make it useful and profitable for you guys that trade the 5-minute red line, for example, then I'll ship it out to you guys and tell you how to use it. But just like everything else, I use my own money first before I just hand it out to you guys to lose your money or not. You know what I mean? I do everything out myself first with my own money. Oh, God. I'm still stressing after that trade, man. Sad part is they still went to my target, but they, that is not traditionally how gold would do that. It's all because I told you they want to go here, but traditionally with gold, it would have been, it would have gone on top of this gold line. It would have forced its way up here, would have maybe gotten into a little battle at the 5-minute gold line, and then it would roll its way through. But there goes the red line. But we had something in the middle, and it was the damn $4,000 price mark. So the $4,000 price mark gave us a battle, but ultimately what the traders wanted, which was to go from here back up to here, that won. I just couldn't stomach the ride. Oh. All right, now I'm in. Let's go. Protect the bottom of my candle right there. Let's go. Yeah, go ahead. Come down and take me out. I am so upset right now. Come on. I got knocked out. Just so upset right now. I'm still upset. I'm still completely upset. Yeah, knocked out. Still completely upset right now. Let me start looking at some of these other trades setting up. We might have a 1 minute gold line potential in NQ setting up here soon because we just busted some new lows. We had a crossover of the gold line, straight move down. Let me look at that. Let me pull this out of the way and let me pull this down. So here's NQ. So we had a crossover. Donchian Channel. We haven't gone back into the gold line yet. So what I'd like to see is this pull back into the gold line and then a short. Kind of might have the same situation going on with the RTY. Yeah, we broke a pivot here. So the RTY might do the same trade. So we broke a pivot here. See this big pivot here on the downside after we crossed over. So we could come back and do a retest here in the gold line and go down. Ah, damn it. Whew. You guys can see how trading emotionally still impacts me. That's the funny part of this being, me doing a live stream. When I used to just pull my charts up and do a video, you may have seen the emotion of my talking about it, but you didn't see my emotion when I was in it. Oh, God. All right, let's see what we get here. Come on. We might get some setups here. Whew. I'm trying to hyperventilate right now. I wanted you to get there, too. I wanted you to get there. Where's my... Oh, okay. Shit. I was like, where's my order entry? All right. It was behind the RTY. Got it. This candle's a little more appealing than this one right now. Fuck. Well, see, right now, David, we're in that predicament where GC is sitting just above that $4,000 level. So shorts are going to be difficult, is my opinion. And because it certainly, if you look to your left, Jim, if you look to your left on gold, you'll see that $4,000 level has been a trampoline, one direction or the other. That's why I put that line on my chart. That's why I put the $4,000 line on my chart. Okay, what do we got going on here? We're looking for a rotation point, in my opinion, with NQ. It may end up being the 5 minute red line right here. There's no doubt we're looking for a rotation point. We went through the low of the day. Now they're looking for a place to rotate from, or that's what they should be looking for, to go back down there. I am going to look at the, oh shit, are we breaking the pivots up too? God dang it. We're kind of stuck. Yeah, I'm not looking at anything right now. I'm going to wait. See how it keeps bouncing off that $4,000 level there, Jim, to the long side? So it's like we've got to either bust through that $4,000 and create space, or it's going to just keep punching up for right now. Oh, shit. Sorry. Let me look at this. I'm hyperventilating still. I am not happy right now. All right. I think this NQ setup just might be the one. This just might be the one. Come on. If you stay where you're at, I'm not doing this. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm killing that. Killing that idea. Just bouncing off that 4,000. Are you going to go short? Are you going to go short, NQ? Are you going to go short? Hold on here. Nope. Shit, man, I'm not. All right, I'm not doing anything there. I'll be back in a second. Well, Larry, while I'm looking at the NQ, I'm also looking at the ES because they've been running literally candle for candle the same. So, you know, the NQ was showing signs, the ES was showing signs it was willing to break down because it did the same thing. It went through the low, got up to its 5-minute gold line and sat there, but it just wouldn't break. If you put the ES chart and the NQ chart side by side, they look like twins. Today. What am I looking at here? Oh, shit. Looks like gold is going to give up that $4,000 level finally. It's really ugly doing it. I mean, it's very ugly. It's not the gold I like to trade. I like it to have a little bit of clarity on what the hell it's trying to do. I'm confident that it's that $4,000 level that's really putting the kibosh on gold being smooth right now. Okay. Okay, hold on here. Where am I? Where am I? Sorry. All right, the ES is at the 5-minute red line. And the NQ is didn't get there. Oh, shit. Well, that's not good. But let's go with the ES anyways. So I'm going to go, I went with the ES. Come on. Come on. Roll down. I'm going to protect the back of that candle once it closes. Whoa, what are you doing? All right, go down. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm going to go to even or +1. Let's go. Come on. Just go to target. Let's go. There you go. Come on. Come on. You can go to target. I know you can. There you go. All right. All right. So I just did you had Donchian Channel. I mean, you had a daily low, back to the red line, boom, short. There you are. This probably will rotate down more. But, I mean, it's Mr. Eddie, Mr. Steady Eddie. So what do I mean by Mr. Steady Eddie? I took a loss in gold. So I go over to the ES to get my money back. Mr. Steady Eddie. Mr. Steady Eddie. Go back to the ES to get my money back. Don't look for more than that. Just go there to get my money back. Is it in its 15-minute range, Larry? Okay. What I do know is it's clear as the nose on my face. What the problem with gold is it's at that that psychological level, $4,000, and it needs to get away from there for us to be looking for trades now. So another little thing too, I just want to throw this out there. So here's the NQ to my left, okay? Because this didn't pierce my red line when this did, was another reason I just let it go to my target, because if this had pierced the red line also, then I'd be more confident that they're gonna continue going. This didn't. All this did was did a double top. It didn't find a resistance area yet. See, it's seeking it right now. For those of you watching the NQ, you might want to look at this as a potential M pattern to the short side if we can get up in this range again, because you've got that, you had that nice leg up, you had your leg down, and your rotation hopefully back up here nice and smooth. You might get an M pattern to the downside. I got to start looking at my other charts here too. Hold on here. Mr. Steady Eddie, the ES. If you lose money, Bob, just go over to the ES and get your money back. Oh, good job, Larry. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, the ES is one of those things that I really can just, I mean, I can very consistently go over there and pluck a few bucks here and there on the ES. You're just not going to, you're just not going to hit any home runs on the ES. Very rarely do you. Yeah, I can't chase, man. I don't, I try, Patch, not to chase anything. I really try not to. Because when I chase, then I'm out of kilter of where my stop should be, and what the hell's going on, and holy cow. Did the NQ do? Oh my God, the NQ may have done that M pattern. Yep, it's rolling over. It just broke the pivot for the push up on the M. Look at that thing fall. So there it did. It rolled it up, had a lower high than the one to the left, which is my preferred way, and then boom, and broke this pivot back down. God dang. Yeah. I didn't take it, obviously. I wanted it to go further up first before it started coming back down. The ES now, so going back to what I was talking about, there's the M pattern in ES, which came off of resistance, down, and then boom, and then down. So there's your M right there in the ES. The one in the ES, I think, is smoother, cleaner than the NQ one, because it's right back to resistance, the red line, before it rolled over. Yeah, Larry, I'm a doubles guy, I would say. But I'm because of the inspiration of people like Jim in here, I'm trying to convert myself to a triple and a home run person when appropriate. So like a gold trade I took earlier in the pre-market was, $740 or something like that. That to me is a good, that to me is a good triple for one contract. $740. That's a triple. Come on. Gold is just going to hang out at $4,000. It looks like that's all it's going to do. It's going to hang out at $4,000. That psychological number. Man. RTY had a little rotation. See that pivot there was broken? Everybody see that pivot right there that was broken? Came back, sat on the red line. Boom, there's your rotation. I don't know if anybody took that. I completely missed it. But the key was, and again, I talk about this 50,000 times a day. When you break a pivot, specifically by a tick or two, and then rotate back, they're looking for the support place to rotate it back to where it came from. And that's exactly what happened right there. It's exactly what happened right there. And that's why you have the big green candle and then another one. Thank you, Fran. But I don't know if anybody got that RTY one, but that was textbook. Pivot broken to the left, pull back to support, rotation back to where the pivot was. That was classic. That was a classic situation. Let me see what the YM is doing over here. Yeah, the YM's being a little squirrely. See, I would have taken a loss right here. I would have run that thing up and then probably gotten knocked out back down here somewhere. I would have had a loss on that, on this YM trade. See, we had a nice deliberate move, broke all these Donchian channels, broke all these pivots, rolled back to the prior day low. The long would have been right here off this candle right here. And then it got hammered back down. So I would have had a loss on that YM setup if I was trading the YM. And again, you got to take your losses. Take your losses. I can't stress that enough. Take your $200 loss. Don't turn it into a $500 to $1,000 loss. Just like I did on my loss in gold. I just took my $200 loss. I went over to the ES, got my money back. I can get my money back if I keep my losses manageable, the size, the dollar amount. It's when you do something ridiculous and your loss based on one contract, for example, and your loss turns into $1,000, and now all of a sudden, holy shit, now what do I do? So I want to see the YM kind of get out of this consolidation area before I look for anything in there. I mean, there's little micro setups, but it's not worth it. So you rotate it over, sat on top of the prior day low, boom. You know, the intent would be for it to go that way, but I'm not doing shit because there's too much congestion in it right over to the left. We've been sitting here for a while. And gold is dead to me. right now. Until it leaves $4,000, there ain't no sense in losing my money. RTY is trying. It is. It's trying. When it did this pivot break here and it rolled down, the roll up, put it back on top of that gold line. It's trying. You can see it's trying to push. The gold line's trying to push it to the next level, which is up here. I mean, it's trying. Pattern-wise, it should go there, but it's, sitting in mud. It's trying to go long at the same time the ES and the NQ are trying to go short. The RTY, that is. Gold, $3,999.70 right now. $4,000. It's still sitting there. It's still sitting at that price level. And I think somebody put it in the chat earlier today. Don't forget, today is Friday. So the YM crossover retest is working, but who wants to put up with all that noise in the process? I don't. That's exactly right, Larry. I guarantee you Bob Anderson's sitting on his hands for probably the rest of the morning. Something has to start moving. I mean, I'm up $825. I don't need to give it back by being aggressive and stupid. Something has to start moving for me to care about risking money again. I would prefer that all these equities were trying to move in the same direction too, but currently we have the RTY and the YM in current position trying to go long, and we have the ES and the NQ trying to go short. So we are they may all be down for the day, but their current situation is conflicting which direction they all four want to go. And that's not helping either. Because even if you get a beautiful setup, in the RTY for a long, there's all this downward pressure in the other sides of the market because they're currently going short. Just, the follow through on equity trades is without a doubt better when they're all going in the same direction that they can all be down for the day, but where are they currently in conjunction with our 5-minute red lines? Are they trying to go long or are they trying to go short? If they're all on the same side of that coin, the follow through is better. I find when they're on opposite sides of the coin, it gets tough. Yeah, always another day, Larry. Exactly. There is always another day. Well, let me put it this way. If you're trading live money like Jim and I, there's only another day if you don't do something stupid today. There's only another day if you don't blow your money. I tell people, you can trade and take profits every day of the week if you learn a strategy and you mentally stay focused on it and all that kind of stuff. But you can only lose your money once. Shit, I hope they keep the son of a bitch shut down forever. Shut the government down permanently. It's just a drain on our country. Just a cesspool drain on our country. The only answer government ever has for any potential issue is, well, we just need more money. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Sure you do. I see where you're going with that, Steve. I mean, technically, yes, because you broke that pivot. This is what Steve asked me right here. Is there a gold line setup in NQ? Well, you had a reset candle. You came down, you broke this pivot here on your pull down, and you rotated up. So technically, you're correct. Yes. I mean, I'm not going to take it. If I had a big consolidation candle up here in the first place, I probably would have focused more on it. But with such a big candle, I don't know where I'm going to defend my position. Oh, yes. Yes, Bill. I could do some basic math on this board right here about education in this country. Just some basic math. And it would, and if I could just get 90% of society to watch me do the basic math, they would be infuriated on what their government's been doing across the country when it comes to education. They would be infuriated. Just some basic math, man, to show somebody the crime of education in this country. Look at that NQ. I don't know if you took that, Steve, but like that's the type of trade, Steve, that if I was going to take it, that NQ trade, because that candle, the trigger, this candle here was so big, I would have done it like in MN, in micros, MNQs, not the NQ. But I mean, your rotation should go down to here. Oh, yeah. Everything the government touches goes to shit. You know why? Because the people that work at the government can't get fired and they're not held accountable for anything. That's why everything the government touches turns to shit. Okay, gold might actually start moving. Shit, Jim, you didn't tell me gold started to move a little bit. Oh, no. No. A real job would bring tears to their eyes. You mean I could get fired? Yeah, you could. If you don't do your job, you could get fired. Well, that's not fair. You mean I don't get a lifetime pension for sitting here for 20 years either? No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to save your own money for retirement. Well, that's not fair. Oh, God. So it's getting down to that point. I don't know if she took it at all, Steve. Probably not. Probably not, but it did work. And so, Steve, back to your question. So your eyes were perfect, my friend. You saw it clear. That was an excellent point out. That was an excellent awareness of the situation. I just kind of told you why I wouldn't have taken it. It worked. Definitely worked. It worked real smooth. From your entry candle, you could have just followed the back of the candles. I mean, it worked real smooth. For sure. Beautiful setup in general. I lived in Colorado for 8 years, man, and you know, I loved it, and you know, I even went. Well, you guys, a lot of you guys know, I even went there, like in August with my daughter for a week to do some hiking and stuff, and you know, I love the state of Colorado, but yeah, the I'd rather be up in Wyoming. Where the policies are less retarded. All right, let's see what's going on here. Well, that's good, Phantom Knight. I also could be working for Warren Buffett right now, doing exactly what I do and making roughly 4 to 5 times more than I make now. But I don't. You know why? I had to sell my soul to the devil to do it. That's a fact. Now, I'm not talking about doctors doing that, but that's a fact. That is a fact. I have a conscience when I get up in the morning and do my job. And to work for Warren Buffett, I know he's the Oracle of Omaha. He's just a grandfather figure. No, he's a criminal. But hey, he runs a criminal organization that has begged me for 20 years to go work for him. And I tell them every time, I'm not selling my soul to the devil to work for you guys. Yeah, but Bob, you'll make $1 million a year. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can't look people straight in the eye and lie to them. Really, Uncle Aaron? That's interesting. Uh-oh. I wonder if that's going to be a psychological number. It's gold's $4,000 was definitely a psychological number this morning. it looks like we may finally be getting away from that psychological number, which is what I've been hoping for, so that maybe we can start getting some setups again. So we finally pushing away from that level. So maybe in gold we can get a crossover retest off the prior day open short down to the current open. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, there's a few bucks there to be made if it'll do it. We're breaking this pivot here to our left. See that? We just broke that pivot to our left, I think. Let me blow this up and let me get some eyes on this. Did we break that pivot? I think so. Yeah, we broke it by a tick. That's a good sign. Steven's mad at me now. Steven Jr.'s mad at me now because I didn't jump up and down and get excited about this NQ trade. Maybe he's still in it. I hope he is. There's an organization in the United States of America called Clayton Homes. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but if I sat here and went over their sales technique on how they deal with, blue collar Americans in this country, it might make you think twice about the Oracle of Omaha. Did you take it though, Steve? He owns it, RJ. He owns that organization. He owns their finance company. He also owns the carpet company, Shaw, that puts the carpet in the houses. I mean, he owns so many components that go into that house. Okay, good for you, Steve. Good job, Steve. Excellent. That was, and I don't know if you heard me later say that was your rendition of exactly how that was a valid setup was perfect, because you even ignored the Donchian Channel part because we broke that major pivot to the left. That was excellent. Excellent. That was excellent, Steve. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So right now I'm a little frustrated because gold looks like it's going to stay on top of the open, which I did not anticipate, seeing as how we broke the pivot to the downside. Seriously, come on, guys. What the hell? And of course, even if we go back up, we're probably going to hit this thing. I don't know, Stephen. I don't know. I don't pay attention to it till the end of the day. Okay, RJ. Good job, Stephen. Excellent. Yeah, I wouldn't, Stephen. Like I said, after I got my money back to my 825 level, I'm going to be selective. So like even this long here, if we would have had consolidation down here, the same scenario we had here, I would have been in it. But we just had this big down and then up. So, I mean, I'm not, and look where it stopped. Anybody notice where it stopped? Does anybody notice where gold stopped on the run up? Right at that freaking $4,000 level again. I just want to get away from there. But if you guys notice, if you start looking at like these patterns that go into these static lines, and you just pay attention and don't overextend yourself, on your entries, it's you could just patiently sit every day and make money. I mean, it's really, really not rocket science. The main thing is just patiently wait for the proper setup. This setup here was far more profitable, far more likely to work than this one because of how it got here, very deliberate, how it had these multiple inside candles, how it broke. God dang, I can't say this enough. How it broke the bottom of this inside candle first and then rotated back. Oh my God. That's when the sharks at ultimate money stealing mode. Ultimate money stealing mode is when they create those inside candles and then they run price the opposite direction that you think they're going to go. And then they rotate it back through the other side and actually do go the direction you think they're going to go. That is like the aha moment of ideal trade setups. That is literally the aha moment. Well, I tell you this, Stephen, I get what you're saying. Here's the thing about regret or whatever, like the thing is that I tell people, for example, even if you miss a trade, like say this rotation up here, even if you missed that trade, the most important part was that you recognized it, that you know why price went from here to here. There's a lot of people sitting at their computers right now. They have no idea why price went from here back up to here. They don't have a fucking clue why it did that. But you do know why. And so since you know why, you can then take that information and use it in the future to rinse, wash, repeat. That the person sitting there trying to trade gold right now who was short here and all of a sudden got punched in the face is still sitting there going, well, what the hell happened to my trade? So I always say knowing why the market did something is always more important than did you take that trade. Because that bit of money you would have made there is less important than the multiplier money you can make in the future, knowing why the market's doing what it's doing. Jim Racine is a prime example. Orville is a prime example. They have studied it long enough. They know the rinse, wash, repeat. So the money that they missed in a trade is really irrelevant. It's the fact that they know how to take those trades. They know why the trades went and did what they did. That's definitely more important. This person's going to keep calling me. RJ. So RJ wrote, pain of regret is greater in our DNA because of a lot or more or one. Remember, I'm dyslexic, so give me a minute. Or one-armed or one-legged caveman that fought a saber-toothed tiger. A lot of one-armed or one-legged cavemen fought a saber-toothed tiger. That's yeah. And why is he one-armed? Why is he one-legged? Because he had that battle before. Man, speaking of that, last night, for the first time in years, I had a whole pack of coyotes behind my house howling. Lot of, yeah. I figured that out after. If you type it wrong for a dyslexic guy, God knows what you're going to get. Look at that $4,000 right there in gold. It's like a shield. Oh man. Well, obviously gold is not going to do rats nothing. So let's just get out of there. I mean, I'm wasting my time staring at that. Oh man, there's really not been much movement other than in the ironically, other than the ES and the NQ. YM is pretty flat. RTY is pretty Man, it's a Friday. It is definitely a Friday. Yeah, because gold is stuck at that $4,000 level, Amelia. It's just. I mentioned that back on the trade that I had off the PriorDay Open. I said once it went up and hit that $4,000 and just sat there, I said, well, we're stuck. We're at that psychological level. Should we be north of it? Should we be south of it? And if you draw a line on your chart right now at the $4,000 level, and then look even further to your left, you'll see in the pre-market that dollar amount has been a psychological dollar amount for a long time today. So there's just not, the rotations in gold don't exist while they sit there and hang out at that price level. Man, I'm telling you, there must have been at least six of them, because you can hear their independent voices talking. You know, they were all talking to each other, the coyotes. Well, a bunch of buyers just stepped in on the ES and the NQ. Interesting. Oh, okay. It's 11 o'clock. That's why. Sorry. I forgot it was 11 o'clock. Well, You always get your big fat candle at 11. That's if your market's down, go back and research this, but if your market's down throughout the day, like ES and Q, if your market's down, I'm going to tell you right now, at 11 o'clock, your rotation is going to be counter trend for the next candle or two. If your market's up, that 11 o'clock candle, it's going to be, your rotation is going to be down for the next candle or two. It happens literally daily. Your market has to be one direction or another at a pretty significant level for that to hold. But that's, you can go back and check that one all you want. All right, look at that. Now the shorts are taken back over in ES, for example. Oh, and even in the NQ. So they rolled it up to here from your 11 o'clock, 11:01 candle. And now the shorts are trying to take back control. Now that all that little happy horse shit happened at 11. Yeah, gold's not going anywhere, Jeffrey, because it's at $4,000. I've been harping about that all morning. It's just going to sit at $4,000, and I'm not going to do shit or shiola with it until it gets away from $4,000. It's got to decide if it wants to be above 4,000 or if it wants to be below 4,000. Draw a vertical line on your chart at 4,000 and look back, even in the pre-market, and see the $4,000 area. And you'll just see when they came to the top of it in the pre-market, they kept pushing it back up. Now they've come back to it and they're just sitting at it. Yeah, I would not have done that NQ short for that reason, AO. We didn't have a reset. Oh, thank you, Phantom King. Phantom Knight. Sorry, Phantom Knight. Thank you, Phantom Knight. I got people that watch these videos after, and they get mad because they can't see the chat. So I'm going to read what he said because I'll get message, Bob, I can't see the chat after the fact. Message was, Bob, I just wanted to say thanks for all you do. I started following you in August or maybe September of 2022. Yeah, it may have been September even. Yeah. You have positively impacted a lot of lives. That's great. I hope so. I mean, this journey that I've taken is definitely positively impacting my life. I'm getting, so much better at trading. I'm getting so much better at seeing charts. I get input from a lot of you guys that have even more experience in trading that helps me modify things. Like the whole Donchian Channel thing is from people, but more importantly is like coming on here and making me accountable has helped me learn how to trade in the right mindset. So now I feel comfortable even when I'm by myself trading and I'm not, showing everybody my charts after the fact or anything like that. Because the biggest struggle I've had in trading for the longest time is exactly that. It's between the ears. It's not recognizing pivots breaking and things like that. It's what's between the ears. Revenge trading was always a problem. Buying and averaging into losing trades is always a problem for me. Things like that. Stuff that will completely just wipe you out. No matter how many good trades you make, you can wipe out a whole flock of them if you do stupid stuff like that. And I don't do that stuff anymore. And then when I take a loss, when I take a loss, like I did earlier today, I took a loss in gold. I just, for example, first of all, I didn't even let it impact me. I was more impacted by the trade in gold that I took, that I made money in, than the one I lost money in, if you think about that. And that was just because I knew the pattern, I knew the setup, it just wouldn't go through because of $4,000. But my point is that I have learned how to accept my losses and let them and just take them, get it over with, get my loss out of the way, and then just calmly go and find something else like I did. I found the ES red line short, boom, 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 got my money back. No harm, no foul. And the opportunity that I lost in gold is not a big deal, because that you got to get in the market to make money also. And some of these trades just aren't going to work. There's nothing you can do about it. That's the number one thing to remember, is some of these trades are just not going to work, regardless of everything lining up perfectly. That was one of the things I struggled with also. It's like everything was right. Why did it not work? Now I just brush it off and move on. It's all about statistical probabilities now. So that's why I want bigger targets, smaller stops, or not necessarily smaller stops, but smaller losses. Thank you, Mark. No problem. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Listen, I will tell you this. One of the things about this is, one of the things I'll tell you about this is that, shoot, I forgot what I was going to say because I got distracted here. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. So one of the things that, it's, and again, everybody's, trading styles are different for people, and not necessarily the style that I use is prudent for everybody, but it's the one that works for me. And so that's why if it's a style that works for you, then, here you go, learn it and go with it. It's a style that works for me. There's other trading styles that are out there. They just don't work for me. I see price action very well, and I'm able to to recognize when the market's being manipulated, and knowing that when it is being manipulated versus it's just meandering, when it's being manipulated, that I can see it's now seeking support / resistance for a rotation. And that just, it's really easy for me to recognize. And therefore, that's why this trading style works for me. And Jim, for example, is a perfect example of somebody who grasped it, figured it out, and it works for his personality too. And he's become very successful at it. And so have a lot of other people. There's a lot of people that are in here that are the silent majority that'll message me in my emails and stuff like that, all the time. I shouldn't say all the time, but pretty regularly. I'm looking at that, William. I'm looking at gold, because now we're leaving the $4,000 area, and gold is starting to run long. So I am looking at that. We broke a lot of pivots to our left. Let me pull gold over. Let me pull the gold chart over, and I'm sure that we'd like to see that. So what we've done, finally, starting to get away from this $4,000 area. We've broken this pivot. We've broken all these pivots, and we're running long. So what I would like to do is see them come back, seek support, and then us go long. I'll be right back. I'm going to text this person that keeps texting me. Where the hell are they? Oh, they're right here. I was looking for my glasses. They were wrapped around my HP12C. I was like, where are my glasses? I had them wrapped around my HP12C. Jesus. I was like, where are my glasses? I can read the computer screen, but I can't read my phone, you know? I can read the computer screen because it's further away. My arms aren't long enough to do that here. Hey, that's nice, Phantom Night. oh, Rick, this one right here. Okay, so yours says, I'm sure yours says on the back USA because it was made in the USA. This one right here, I got it. Hold on, September 1985. September 1985. That's when I got this HP 12C. And mine's made in America, which they don't make them in America, obviously, anymore. But the funny part is they still make them. Exact same ones. Think about that. Something electronical that they from the 1980s that they still make today. And that every person in Wall Street has this sitting on their desk. Every person in Wall Street has this sitting on their desk. You've had yours since 1977, Thomas? Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, it's the best electronic thing throughout, I mean, honestly, ever. Absolutely the best. When I was at Notre Dame, my finance professor walked into class first day of class, and he held up his and he says, if you don't own this, you better go buy one right now. And you had people in back, I have a TI. He said, I don't care. If you don't own this, you better go buy one right now. But I have a TI. I don't care. That's what he said. I don't care. If you don't own one of these, you better go get one right now. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. Yep. Oh, it's the best. It's the best thing in the world. Over the decades, I've misplaced my book. I used to have the original book. I probably do still somewhere, but and I've bought. I mean, like this isn't the only one I've ever owned. I've owned like 5 of these. Because I would have one at my office. I'd have one in my office. I'd have one at my house. I'd have one I travel with. I wanted to make sure I never didn't have one. But this one right here sitting on this desk is my original one from 1985. HP 12C, the industry standard since 1981. Yeah, I mean it's the every finance professional, every CPA in the United States that's worth the freaking paper they even write on owns one of these and sits on their desk. Every mortgage professional should own one of these. This calculator right here has made me more money than anything else I own. I paid in 1985. I paid right at $100 bill for this one. Right at $100. Right at $100. My kids own one now. I made them get one. Well, my son's in the mortgage industry, so he's got one. Yeah, mine used to have the. Don't you remember, David? Mine used to have the black leather case. You paid $69 for yours. I literally paid $100 for mine. I think it was $99, and it used to have had a black leather case with it. I remember one time going in a store in a office supply store, and they had the 25th anniversary ones, and they were silver instead of the gold around here. They were silver, the 25th anniversary ones. The best piece of equipment I've ever owned. Still the number one technology in the world for finance. Yeah, I don't have the black case, man. I have no idea where the black case is. No idea where the black case is. And no, I did not take this long in gold. Who can tell me why? Who can tell me why I'm not taking that long in gold? No, because the pivot high is here, Fran, and we came down. So the rotation needed to stay consistent to here, not this upswing that never broke the pivot again. If you got to look to your left on your pullback on a 1 minute gold line, if the pivot high to your left had a candle break, then you're done. The size of the candle not matter. So you see, this one did not break the pivot. This one right here did not break this pivot. If it broke that pivot one tick and then came down, that would be a setup. But because this was the pivot and it went down and then broke up, you're done. That's it. Done. Done, done, done. You break that candle to your left, you're done. And see, that kept you out of a bad trade. 11:14 candle. Right, exactly. May, same thing. This was one tick below the high. So you're exactly right. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this down too. I've got to go. Obviously, my phone is blowing up today. I got 2 factories calling me. I got a realtor that's literally lit up my phone 4 times. And if those of you are longtime channel subscribers, you know I'm not a big fan of realtors, but anyways, the only thing a realtor ever wants to know is when they're going to get paid their commission. That's it. They pretend that they want to call me on concern of their customer when that's never the reason the call happened. Everybody have a good weekend. I will talk to you later. All right. Oh, my total for the day. Hold on here. Where is it? Let me get this out of the way because I had a good day. I had a good week. My total for the day is 814. My total for the week 10725 minus. I'm back up over 10 grand. 7461. 3264. 3264. 3264. Man, and that gold trade that I was in earlier, that was supposed to be another $1,000 for me, but it didn't happen. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.